Hi, I'm Brenda Quintana, coming to you from the Beehive at cubiesquest.com. Today I'm going to show you how to make an impossible card. I didn't invent this fold, but I saw a version of it from Mixed Up Craft on my YouTube channel. So I thought I would show you how to make one with Stampin' Up products. We're going to be using the Floral Phrases stamp set to decorate this card, and it has the perfect image and greetings to fit the layers of this card. An impossible card is made by scoring and cutting a piece of cardstock and then twisting it into this shape so that it makes it kind of hard to figure out how all the pieces are attached without being separate. The cool thing about the impossible card is that it's actually pretty easy to make. It doesn't use much cardstock and it has a definite wow factor. So let's get started and I'll show you how to make this card. There are different ways that you can make this card, but I'm going to show you how to make it using the Simply Scored scoring board. I'm going to be using a piece of Whisper White cardstock because it makes it easier to see on the camera. I've cut my piece of cardstock to 5.5 inches by 4.25 inches. And I'm going to put one of the 4.25 inch sides up at the top of my scoring board. You're also going to need a ruler and a pencil. And I'm going to line up my ruler along the 2 1/8 inch mark. So make sure the edge of your ruler falls along the 2 1/8 inch line, and then I'm just going to draw a light pencil line down that mark. This is the halfway point of the cardstock. Then you're going to take the cardstock and put one of the 5.5 inch sides up at the top. And we're going to score a little differently than we normally do. We're going to score only part way to the pencil line. So I'm going to score at the 1 inch mark. And I'm going to score at the 4.5 inch mark. Then I'm going to pick this up and rotate it 180 degrees. So the other 5.5 inch side is up at the top. And now I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to score it part way at the 2 3/4 inch mark, right just to the pencil line. Then I'm going to pick this piece up again and turn it to one of the 4.25 inch sides. I'm going to put that side right up at the top. Now I'm just going to score the center part of this cardstock. So you'll see one score line up at the top, one at the middle, and one at the bottom. We're going to score from the top score line down to the bottom score line, right along the pencil line. You should be able to find the score groove with your stylus tool and then just score down. So now you're going to want to erase that pencil line. Use a white eraser. And then we're going to do some cutting. We're going to cut all the score lines that come from the edge. So on this side I have 2 score lines, and I'm just going to go ahead and cut up along them just until I hit the center, which is that score line that's running down the middle. I'm going to do the same for the other side. Just cut it along to the center. Then I'm going to turn this to the other side. And I'm going to cut along this score line just until I hit the center. So here you have your piece and it's all ready to fold. Now I need to rotate it so that the side with the 2 score lines is facing towards me. I'm going to put this down on my work surface, and I'm going to take this center piece and I'm going to fold it back along the score line. Then I'm going to pick this piece up and I'm going to fold my left side forward along the score line like that. So now I have this piece that comes in the center, and that is how the impossible card gets its name, because you look at it and it looks like, how on earth did that center piece get there when there's a spot missing here and here? It's just done through some creative twisting. So now I'm going to swap my card base out to a different color. We are going to be using a new in color called Blueberry Bushel, and this cardstock will be available in June. Then you're going to need another piece of Blueberry Bushel cardstock, and I've cut this piece to 4.5 inches by 1 inch. And we're going to glue this onto our card base right here, coming across the front. The reason you want something that stretches across this piece right here, because otherwise the card is not very stable. So you're just going to take a look at this piece, and I'm going to be using Tombow here. And I don't want to put adhesive right here in this section. So I'm going to just take this and put Tombow right on the end a little bit. And then I'm going to put Tombow just part way on this side. And I'm going to turn this around. And I'm going to basically center it on this piece. And when that looks good, just kind of press it down. Now we need to do some stamping. So for my first piece, I'm going to use a piece of Whisper White that I've cut to 3 1/4 inches by 1 7/8 inches. And I'm going to grab the Blueberry Bushel ink, open it up. These ink pads right now are available as a bundle. I'm going to use the Floral Phrases stamp set, and this is the flower from that stamp set. Just ink it up and center it on my Whisper White piece, like that. Then I'm going to need another piece of Whisper White, and I've cut this piece to 4 1/4 inches by 3/4 of an inch. And I'm going to take this big long greeting with a thanks in it, ink it up, and I'm also going to center this right on my Whisper White piece, like that. All the stamping is done now, so I can bring back in my card base. And now I'm going to take some Tombow to attach both of these pieces. Just a little bit on the back here. And I can bring this down. And I'm just going to center it right here. This is kind of the focal point of my piece. And then I'm going to take this little strip here, put some Tombow on it, and I'm going to center it on this bottom piece like that. Then starting in June, we're going to have this beautiful Whisper White polka dot tulle ribbon, and I thought this would be perfect for the card. So I've got a 12-inch length right here. I'm just going to bring this through the hole right here, and I'm going to tie this right around my card just to give it just a little bit of an extra flare. So just tie it down like that and do my second knot. And then I can just come in and cut off the ends just a little bit, like that. And that's all there is to it. This card looks way more complicated than it really was to make. And I think it looks nice in a variety of colors. You could make several of these in different colors. This one here was made in Lovely Lipstick, which is another one of our new ink colors. And like I said before, you can already get the Blueberry Bushel ink and the Lovely Lipstick ink in an ink pad bundle. So these colors are already available. You'll just need to wait for the cardstock and this beautiful tulle ribbon that will be available starting June 1st. I just wanted to point out this is not a traditional card, so if you needed to write something on this card, what I would do is I would cut a same size piece as I did for the front and put it right here on the back of the card, and there you can write a little thank you note. There's not a ton of room to write, but sometimes all we really want to do is just say a simple thanks and write our names on the back and let the rest of the beautiful card speak for itself. All the supplies you'll need to make this sweet impossible card are available for purchase on my blog. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. Bye for now. If you liked this tutorial, be sure to check out all the free with purchase tutorials available on my blog. The Hershey's Bow is just one of the exclusive tutorials that you can choose free with a minimum purchase in my Stampin' Up! Store. Hi, it's Brenda again. Before you go, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can also visit my blog for more information on my projects and to learn about my rewards program, or just watch another one of my videos. Thanks for watching.